The last time we did a video right here in this spot, it was called Church, Go to the Graveyard. And it was about how Jesus crossed from one land to another land. He went through a storm, on a boat, on the water, to get to the other side, to get to a demoniac who had a legion, thousands and thousands of demons living inside of him. He went to that land to set that man free, knowing that that man was going to reach his entire region and reach his entire land. So Jesus didn't send his disciples on a boat with flyers. He didn't send a mass mailer. He didn't send a mass email and invite the demoniac to come to where he was. He got in his boat himself, crossed through the storm, put in the work, and went and met that demoniac right where he was, in the graveyard. And he delivered him. That naked man, howling at the moon, beating himself, cutting himself, skinny and depriving himself and freaking out because Jesus went to his land. The Bible described him as clothed in his right mind, sitting at the feet of Jesus. Why? Because Jesus went to the graveyard to find the man who is dead in his soul and resurrect him to true life. So here we are again in this same spot, and I am saying again, church, not buildings, but people. Church, go to the graveyard. Go to the demoniac. Go to the possessed. Go to the prostitutes. Go to the addicted. Go to the murderers. Go to the graveyard. The Bible says in 1 John 2, verse 3, now by this we know that we know him. So you can actually know if you really know him, and you can know how other people, if they really know him. This is how we know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. What are his commandments? He says, this I give you a new command. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. Love God. And then the next one is just like it. Love people. This is how we know him, if we keep his commandments. He who says I know him and does not keep his commandments, he who says I know him and they don't live a life of love toward people and a life of love toward God, he is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever keeps his word, truly the love of God is perfected in him. By this we know that we are in him. He who says he abides in him ought himself also to walk just as Jesus walked. If you say that you are the church, if you say that you are a Christian, if you say you are a true believer who loves Jesus, I'm wondering if you walk just as he walked. I'm wondering if you keep his two greatest commands. I wonder if you're in love with the Father. And I wonder if you're in love with your neighbors, or if you don't care if they go to hell or not. I wonder if you're in love with what they call the hood in your city, where the police are there every weekend and people are being arrested, and there's men passed out on the corners from the drug addiction, and there's prostitutes selling their body for money right there in your city. I wonder if you care that they're dying and going to hell. I wonder if your heart breaks for them. I wonder if you love them. Because biblically the Bible says, I know that you know Jesus when your heart breaks for the hood. And I know that you love Jesus when your heart breaks for the rich man who has so much he doesn't know he's hungry, who has so much he doesn't know he needs God. I wonder if your heart breaks for the lost and breaks for the broken. And 1 John tells us simply, you'll know that you love him, and you'll know that you know him when you love people. I'm in the same bay, the Bay of Spirits in Alabama, telling you again, church, go to the graveyard, go to the hood of your city, go to the prisons of your city, go to the nursing homes of your city where they are forgotten. And you know what? Especially on a Sunday, church, Don't just go to a building and then go have lunch and go take your nap and forget about the dying world. Go to church, go have lunch, and then go be the church. Then go home and have lunch. Maybe you visit a nursing home today. Maybe you write some prisoners today. Maybe you go sit with your neighbor today and talk about what Jesus did in your life. Church, go to the graveyard.